Hello, Brandon. Thank you for taking some time to view this video. I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video, one, is to increase your online traffic, your revenue, your leads, increase your business. And two is to compare your website to a local competitor's website in the area that's doing the same services and see if those tips and tricks could outrank him on Google, get you in front of the eyes of many more consumers. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. So whatever I talk about here, you could use on your own for your website. But if you want to talk about that or anything further, please feel free to reach out. My door is always open. But either way, if you leave me a few lines of feedback on this actual video, that helps me making these videos for local businesses. So let's get started. So content, in your content, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words on your page, just depending on the competition, number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything that someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you can place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be found for. So your website actually is very nicely laid out, a beautiful website, eye-popping accolades on there. But you could do a few things on the back end to increase your searchability on Google and get you in front of the eyes of even more consumers. So I'll talk about that. So speaking of Google, when I type in a certain service like plumbing services, Snohomish, Washington, this might come up. So ads are a good investment, but a lot of times people skip over ads, so they're hit or miss. This is the map pack here, which you're right there, so good job being in the map pack. This is citations, but I'll talk more about that in a minute. But we call these organics here, and we feel this is the most important with searchability when people are searching for a service or product. So the goal is to be on the first page of any kind of service you provide or any area you provide. Usually we don't count directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Home Advisor, because if I'm a consumer, I'm going to go to a local company's website to find that service. So as you scroll down, you see you're not on the first page, but you could easily do some things on your website to get on that first page. You might have heard this saying, a great place to hide a dead body is on page 2 or 3 of Google. People just don't go here, click here for more services. So the goal is to be on that first page. So I'll compare your website to the top competitor website in the area, Two Sons Plumbing. And if you could outrank him, outbeat him, you'd be on the top, and then that will get you more leads. So here's a tool we use. It's called Ahrefs. We do a deep dive in websites, and here's your URL, a website right here. So here's your number. So on that big website you have that has a lot of content, you're only using 9 keywords. So definitely increase your content and your keywords on your website. Here's some that you're using now, and you want to have more bang for your buck with high volume. So this is a good one here: plumbers in Everett, plumbing Everett. So those are some good things that give you some searchability. But you could think about all the services you use, drain cleaning, anything you plumbing repair, and all of King County that you serve, all the cities in there, and you could very easily increase your keywords and start outranking your competitors. Or this is their Two Sons Plumbing website. Pretty good website. Actually, I like your layout better, but they're doing some back things on their website that's giving them searchability and being ranked number 1 in that area. So here's their numbers here. Here's their URL, and they have 71 keywords compared to your 9. So that's giving them that searchability. But you could take these, like plumber, Seattle, Washington. Anybody could use that. You could take these keywords and put them on your website, and that gets you that closer to outranking them and being in the top ranking company in that area with plumbing services especially. So next is backlinks, and I'll go back to your numbers here. So a backlink is anywhere where one website is linked to another website. So think of it like an endorsement of your website. Google uses that to build trust in your website by seeing others vouching for you. Also think of it as like a popularity contest. The person with the most backlinks wins. But keeping in mind, not all backlinks are created equal. It's important to have other HVAC services, plumbing services, electrical companies, websites linking back to you. It doesn't give you that Google trust power if like a doctor's office or lawyer's office website is linking to you. So you have 401 backlinks with 13 reference domains. That's a good start there. Just compare that to your local competitor here, Two Sons Plumbing. Here he is right here. He has 535 backlinks, so around 100 more than you, and with 107 different reference domains. And it's easy to increase your backlinks as well. So the goal is to get closer to these numbers. Actually, when you get to these numbers, you'll start outranking him and be the top competitor in that area for plumbing services. And then finally, there's citations, which you may know of because you're right here. So citations is anywhere where your business name, your number, and your address are shown exactly on your Google business profile. Citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since this can generate huge amounts of revenue. Citations include directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, BBB. There's hundreds of others you've probably heard of. Also, social media accounts are great too. So here's the idea, that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. The larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than the competitors, the more likely it is you can outrank them, which you are outranking them. So the goal is to stay right here. You want to be in the top 3 or 4. Sometimes there's only 3 here, but here's 4 here. Much like pages 2 or 3 of Google, people don't click this button for more businesses. So be in that top 2 or 3 and keep up with your citations. So once your content, your backlinks, your citations, they all come together, you start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what you might be looking at and why that's worth it. So not sure what your margins are, but I imagine that will generate some pretty decent revenue for you. Also, there are usually many more keywords you could use to generate more and more traffic and leads to stay here and also get here among the top competitors. So this is what I do. Create this for you to help you start generating those leads now. But if you do find yourself wanting more, if you want to start scaling as far as you want, feel free to reach out. I can give you more information. We could talk about goals. I can do the research to find out exactly what could be realistic for your business and what it might do to reach those goals. Again, if you leave me a few lines of feedback, that'll help me out to make these videos. Again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So hopefully this was helpful. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Much luck in your business. Have a great day.